watching Bookmarks, the show about books and people that talk about books. Now, one of the disadvantages of living in a capitalist democracy is that everyone, whatever their intelligence or social status, is allowed to participate in the national and sometimes global dialogue. If you have a dollar, you have a say. This has led to many unqualified people of questionable intelligence infiltrating all branches of academia and the arts. It has become most evident in the world of books, where the publishing industry has turned to mouth-breathing teenagers for their patronage. These slack-jawed, spotty masters of the world have unprecedented access to cash and credit, leading the corporate vultures in the publishing industry to greedily rub their talons together, hissing and snickering as the naive young grubs hand over their parents' hard-earned cash, or in many cases run up the indulgent parents' credit. All of this has led to a torrent of novels flooding the market, aimed at the melancholy sexual confusion of the teenage years, catering to their sense of importance and their desperate desire to be accepted. You can't turn around without seeing another one of these novels pop up. A swarm of ambitious amateurs have invaded the market, each one hoping to capture the right combination of the supernatural and the hormonal to lead to a 4-picture deal with a massive studio conglomerate. The market is awash with this made-to-order drivel, and it looks as though the days of the introspective novel that unlocks the universal elements of a generation are a thing of the past. We're not going to see the likes of a Michael Crichton again. With that in mind, we turn to my next guest. He is the author of the smash hit teen series, The Twilight Games. The book has been turned into a film by Unimount Studios and stars 18-year-old sex symbol Silver Filigree, daughter of the disgraced Bad Bookends host Dexter Filigree. Book 2 in the series, Twilight of the Gods, hits bookstores on Tuesday. His bio says he's married and enjoys eating bacon and masturbation. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce my guest, Mr. John Meyer. Mr. Meyer, thanks so much for being here. Thanks, Bjorn. It's a pleasure. Let's get right down to it. Why don't you explain the books to us? Sure, Bjorn. It's your basic story of a girl named Ariel who feels like she might be meant for something more. And she feels stifled by her family, her friends, her school. And just at the point when she feels like she can't take it anymore, that's when vampires from space decide to invade the Earth. Except it turns out they're not actually from space. They were expelled from the Earth thousands of years ago by the inhabitants of the Golden City of Atlantis. Ariel is captured by the vampires and she's made to fight other humans for sport. And, well, without giving too much away, she discovers the truth about herself and she finds her destiny. She discovers she's descended from ancient Atlanteans. Spoiler alert. Spoilers. Yes, Bjorn, she does have a more complex genetic code than the average human, which gives her enhanced intelligence and strength. Yes, well, many of your critics have pointed to the disturbing racial implications of your books. I don't listen to the critics. Nevertheless, many people are saying it could be interpreted as a veiled ode to racial purity and eugenics. That's just ridiculous, Bjorn. I mean, look, the second book hasn't even come out yet. I'm sure the critics are going to be in for a surprise when they see what's to come. Which brings us to the portions of Twilight of the Gods, the second book, that have been leaked online. Many are saying it crosses the line and that the explicit descriptions of sex are inappropriate for the age group targeted. Bjorn, nothing has happened arbitrarily. We've done focus groups, we've done polling, we've had interns trolling social media. We know what these kids want. Now you've got to ask yourself this question. What's more important, what the audience wants or what you want? I've never really thought about it. You don't care about ratings. I just always assume there is no audience. I mean, who would watch this shit? You don't care about getting paid? I'm a character, I'm not real. Look, the point is that if the audience wants it, why shouldn't they have it? They're the ones paying my checks. Do you think there might be any parallels between your vision of the arts and those of the invading space vampires from your books? I mean, they wanted to watch humans cut each other up for sport. Why shouldn't they see it? Bjorn, I think you may be seeing a mountain where there's just a good book. I admit it's not high literature. I'm not Nicholas Sparks. But my books will keep your interest and you will finish it easily. It'll make you feel good about yourself without having the headache of trying to puzzle out some abstract form or structure. So you're saying you cater to the stupid. There are two types of writing. One's delicate and beautiful and unique as a snowflake, and it transcends time. These are your Robert Jordans, your Stephen Kings. The other kind of writing is utilitarian. It moves the reader along. It perplexes and resolves without a lot of pomp and circumstance. The first kind of writing is a throne. The second kind of writing is a chair. I write chairs, and sometimes you just gotta sit down. Not on a chair that everyone's dirty ass has been in, it's like a bus bench. That's funny, Bjorn, that's humorous. Takes a joke to know a joke. Do you have some sort of problem with me? I think I've made that pretty clear. I'm sorry for you. I'm afraid we're out of time. It's been nauseating. Coming up, we ask the question, is teen author John Meyer a pedophile? YOLO Jones reports. I'm Bjorn Bjorgen, and you're watching Bookmarks.